Some episodes seem very similar. Some are so high end into CGI that I was questioning, is this just real with cool cinematography or is this CGI, until I saw the actual people. And even then I was second guessing it half the time because I was like, no, it's CGI. And then I keep watching and I'm like, but is it? You know, it's like that weird bounce back and forth of like, I'm seriously really recommending anybody to watch it. And they're really, really short episodes. We're talking about like anywhere from 5 to 15-minute episodes.
How many episodes are out?
I want to say 18.
Oh, wow.
But they're really short.
I'm going to check it out.
So like 15 minutes, 14
15
minutes?
is top.
I'm going to finish
like
12
minutes.
10 to 9, 8. Like
I think I saw that series. It looks pretty
Seriously,
cool.
you can binge it in a day if you have like a few hours. It's not that difficult.
I think I saw
amazing.
something about that. I saw something that had like really short episodes.
Yeah, and it's absolutely amazing because every episode they do like a semi different style. Like one was super CGI, one was super cartoony, goofy, making fun of Hitler. You know, like the different ways Hitler could die, and it's like eating a cake. Or whatever, you know, like weird stuff, you know. The other episodes are more anime style, and then there's some with real people, like actors that we know, and you're like, I know you from other things. And then like I think it was Topher Grace. Yeah.
So you can tell a lot of their voices.
Topher Grace, the worst Venom ever.
No, not the voice. Like Topher
that.
Grace actually is there, and then it's like mixing the CGI and real life. So one episode he opens his freezer, and all of a sudden they see like a civilization being formed in their freezer, and they don't know how it's happening. And they're like, wow, and something happens, and they're like, whatever, we'll worry about it later. We'll like get rid of it tomorrow, whatever's happening. So they go tomorrow and they start seeing that it's advanced way beyond that now, and they're like a civilization, and it's a growing, like electronics are being formed, and like,
so it's like a Twilight Zone / Liquid Television / Tales
Matrix,
from the Dark Side.
Liquid Television.
Yeah.
Matrix Reanimated. Remember how they had the different styles? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, only redone now.
Didn't they do that on the Batman Gotham Knight that came out between
I think so.
Begins and I think it was between Begins and Dark Knight, right?
Yeah. They had
like each one had a different animation style.
Yeah, and they did the same thing with the Dante's Inferno movie too.
I love Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, that was a really cool fucking movie too. New comics that I've seen come up, the only honorable mention comic that I have, and this one seems really fucking weird to me, is Vampirella versus Reanimator.
What?
They're already on number 4 of this one. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I love fucking Reanimator. That's a fucking crazy fucking movie. If you ever get a chance, watch it, Reanimator.
We'll do an episode on it.
Yeah, it's a fucking mental movie. It's fucking crazy. It's one of the old classic kind of 80s, just weird movies, right? But they have Vampirella versus, and you know who Vampirella is, right?
Yeah,
She's
I've
one of
heard
the
of it.
She kind of came out in the late 70s, mid 70s, and it's kind of more horror comic kind of a deal. But I was looking through a whole bunch of lists of what's coming out besides the Avenger one with Conan in it.
Yeah,
it's the only other one that I'm kind of really interested in, and just kind of getting a hold of and looking at. The new Conan I haven't read yet. I'm looking forward to that one too. The whole series on that one.
I heard that you might have got that first issue.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
I wonder where you got that from.
I think I got it from Dan over there.
Hey, you guys.
Speaking of horror comics, what I've been reading, The Immortal Hulk, so good.
Nice.
So good. It's weird. It is more of a horror comic. He only forms Hulk only comes out at night, like he did in the original comic. Where I'm at in the story now, and I don't think I'm necessarily up to date, but he actually fought the Avengers, all of them.
In the original comics, I mean, he was an Avenger, and then they went looking for him. That's how they found Captain America.
Right.
But they were
like Planet Hulk.
Well, he was kind of on the back burner. He was a founding member of the Avengers, which is weird. You know, they were just kind of looking for him because he went crazy.
So I'm just going to put this one little piece out there because I don't want to ruin the story for anybody. They dismember him into parts to beat him. That's the only way, because he just keeps regenerating and whatever.
Keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh my god!
And
so they have him the episode or the comic that I'm in right now. They have him in all these jars, and I'm just going to leave it right there.
Nice. I'm going to have to read those.
Really good.
Really good. You know, I've read old Hulk comics, but I've never really gotten into them as much.
I was never I never read a lot of old Hulk comics. Someone had mentioned that when this was getting ready to come out, that it was more of a horror style comic, and I'm like, that's perfect, because the original Hulk, that was what he only came out at night. He was just crazy. This one's really dark. There's a lot to do with, you know how there's the one above all?
No.
That's like
he's
god.
The top tier.
Yeah, he's like the top tier cosmic.
He's the animator.
Okay. So he's like the living tribunal's boss. The one below all actually has a lot to do with the Hulk.
I didn't even know that was.
Yeah, me either. So
kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a really cool comic so far.
I need to go try to pick them up. I need to hit a comic book shop. I haven't done that in a couple of weeks now. So, is there any music you guys seen coming out? What are you guys thinking about what's going on with music right now?
To be honest, nothing. I've been listening to a couple things here and there, but nothing like an actual album, and I have been off the music radar for a hot minute.
You got to really kind of look for it nowadays,
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard. Last year was different.
Yeah, agreed.
Everything was
definitely.
coming out. There's a lot of great records that came out last year. So far this year, the only one that I'm really looking for is the new Black Keys. If they're going to come out with a new record, they only got a new single. Interpol's got a new record coming out. They're also touring with Morrissey, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a weird lineup. They're not hitting Denver so far from what I've seen. They might at the time we release this. But what they're releasing on Record Store Day, and if anybody gets a copy of this, is the Crow soundtrack. It's going to be on vinyl. Yeah, they're limited copies, so if you find one, it's going to be a really cool
little
deal.
bit in my pants right there when you said that.
Oh,
That was
God, you're
I
not
looked,
kidding.
There's only 2 records that I saw on the whole
It's the glue
list.
that binds us.
Can somebody get a towel?
Yeah, let's get our page to get that towel.
Oh my God.
Dan just jizzed his pants.
Oh, I can smell it. Oh my God,
That
I'm
was the-
leaving. Oh no, I can't. I can't do this anymore.
That was like the soundtrack of our 1993. For real, dude. That soundtrack was bitching. It was like multi-platinum, everything like that. It was really cool. First time on vinyl. So I think it'd be really cool.
Was that 93?
I don't know.
95? Something like that.
Somewhere
yeah.
around there. I think
94,
94.
95. Yeah, something.
Somewhere in that
Somewhere.
range. Other than that, though, I haven't really seen anything. And I know there will be more. There's a lot of to-be-announced kind of records, but I don't really see anything that I'm kind of looking forward to.
Yeah,
You know?
honestly, like right now, I've just been digging into some old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been listening to. So
So the last thing that I want to talk about, me, Brock.
me, Brock.
You audience listening to me, Brock.
Mika.
He's Mitch over there. Is the mixtape because I always every day I'm constantly trying to find new music, listening to anything. This last couple of weeks I've been really listening to. If you listen to them, you kind of find my mindset. So the first one I've been really digging a lot is Them Crooked Vultures. No One Loves Me and Neither Do I.
Yes.
The very first song on their first self-titled album that came out in 2009. Hank Williams. Been listening to a lot of Hank Williams here lately.
Like Hank Senior or Hank Junior?
Senior.
Nice.
Hank Senior. So Ramblin' Man is like one of my favorites. It's on the
Nice.
Ultimate Collection that came out in 2002. We're really not going to go back all the way and put kind of something there. Screaming Target by Big Youth. This full album is a reggae album. Fucking awesome. Like I can't stop listening to it. Whenever I'm doing inventory or doing some shit like that, I got fucking reggae going on in the inside.
I go back there and I'm like, where's the blazing?
Yeah, everybody's partying. It's a fucking great album. So that's like just a full fucking album for it. Been listening to The Damned, Neat, which is really fucking cool. Came out on their first record. I think it was their first one. Damn, 1977. Jello Biafra. I always listen to Jello and Dead Kennedys or something. But a spoken word album came out in 1987 called No More Cocoons. The very first one is called Message from Our Sponsor. Pretty fucking cool.
And
You wake
now,
up-
a message from our sponsor.
Pretty much. And if you listen to it, it's super fucking cool the way he puts it out there. I've been listening a lot to the Black Keys Rubber Factory. This is a great record. Came out in 2004. There's not one track on there that I think I would skip over. Listen to the whole fucking thing. A band that I've really literally been kind of discovering, which has been there forever. This album, Pink Flag, came out in 1977. It was a band called Wire. And this song called Strange. Really fucking cool. The whole record is really fucking good too. And this is a remastered one. The Breeder Safari came out on the Safari EP in 1992. Morrissey, Gang Lord, came out on Swords in 2009. And then my last one is something that is fucking just an awesome song. Safe European Home by The Clash. Came out on their second record, Give 'Em Enough Rope, 1978. So you put all of those in a list, omit the full albums, Screaming Target and the Black Keys, and you put those in there. Yeah, it's a fucking killer mixtape to listen to. I mean, and then of course I've been listening to a little bit of Ty Segall today. It's kind of an honorable mention for it, but
I just like to think of one of our listeners out there just like, oh God, he's going so fast.
just rewind it.
Yeah, you can
just rewind it.
You can hit back 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So that was our very first 30-minute coming attractions, because really the next episode that we got coming up after you listen to this is going to be about our favorite video games of all time. That's going to be coming next week. We got a lot of good stuff on the inside of there. Hopefully you've listened to our first 3 that are out right now. First one being our Buckaroo Banzai podcast. Second one is
Something about something.
Something about some superheroes that we wanted to see movies made about.
nice. And then what's our third one, Mitch?
Buckaroo Banzai again.
Nice. This is part 2.
Buckaroo Banzai Part 2?
Yes.
I thought we just had to watch the... Damn it.
Or maybe it was Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China just posted, and then next one's going to be our video game one.
That's going to be pretty cool. So hopefully you guys are downloading, listening, paying
review.
attention, rating, reviewing.
So guys, really rating and reviewing is awesome. That helps us out a ton. So we really appreciate it if you guys would do that.
Give us some feedback.
Yeah, give us some feedback on the face space and the Twitters and the twats or whatever. And we'll, what do you got, Mitch?
I think I pooped.
And with that, we're long gone.
But again, we are the Dropped Culture Podcast. We are the ones you need to listen to above all of the other ones because you'll really have a good time when you're listening to us.
And we'll pay you.
In smells.
Jimmy John's here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My DoorDash is here. All right, bye.
All right.